In our game course 3 years ago, we had to implement the game Dvonn, which is a board game played by 2 players, and in this video we will demonstrate how to play this game. So in our first screen we'll start by setting up the board. So let's go through this by putting first the players' names. Then we choose how to fill the board, which is how to initially place the pieces on the board. So it's either random or manual. Let's choose random for now. Then we set up how the board looks like in terms of rows and columns. Let's reduce the size. Now the mode is just how the board or how the pieces will look like and how the overall shape of the board will look like. For now, we'll start with the classic mode. The game itself is a normal board game. We have 2 types of pieces, the black and white, and we have an extra set of pieces which are the red ones. In the game, each free button is able to move to a set of possible other grid cells. Basically, if this button moves here, then it will create a new stack of size 2, which is basically the 2 buttons placed above each other, with the topmost button being the black one. And when the stack size is 2, then it can only move in steps of 2. So the stacks can only move in steps of their height. And there's also another rule that shall always be maintained throughout the game, which is that each piece on the board should be connected by a path somehow to a red piece. So, for example, from this black piece to this red piece, it is connected by going through this white piece, and then it is connected to the red one. And it is connected to this red piece, for example, by going through this path, for example. And if a piece on the board isn't connected to any red piece, it is dropped out. It is removed from the board, and the piece is non-existent anymore. So let's start by making the first play. So for example, we can see here that the black one is free because it has nothing on its side, so it can move anywhere. But if we try to move this one, it cannot move because it's surrounded everywhere by pieces. So let's start by moving this one here. White player is here. Black is the red one. Here, this stack still has the property of having a red Dvonn piece because it is contained in the stack and so on. This is why we show it in a different color. This means that the top is black, but underneath the black one there is a red piece, which tells us that there is a Dvonn here. Now the white decides to move this one here, and for example the black decides to move his stack here, and now we see that this white piece won't be connected anymore to any red pieces, and thus it will be removed as follows. So now this piece was removed because it was no longer connected to any red pieces. The white one moves again, hits here, black's turn. This one has no possible moves because it's a large stack of size 4, and there is no moves in steps of 4 that it can do in any direction. So say we move this one here, black's turn, goes and takes over the white, still can't move. This one can move here to create a stack of 5. Black moves here and takes on this stack. So now each player starts playing until the game reaches an end, which is when there are no more possible moves for both players. When this happens, the winner is determined by taking the player that has the highest stack. So far we have here a stack of height 7 and here a stack of height 6. So the black has the highest stack so far because the highest white stack is of size 1. If we move the white here, then there's a tie. This is a 7 and this is a 7. What will the black one do? It can do this move, finish the game, and win. Well, we have other moves, and so the black wins. And this was Dvonn. Thank you for watching.